him this our blessed Lord. Remember all the ministers, I bring them before you, both male and female. They all is in your hand this morning, Lord. Father, educate them for yourself. Teach them more and better. Keep them on praying ground and even on watchful thumbs. Remember Dr. Kid, this our Lord. Remember the opposition party. I bring that son before you and I lift him up before you, this our Lord. Father, you and you alone. What could I tell you what you don't know concerning him, Lord? Remember all the ministers and even all those who are doing, Lord. Remember each and every one of them this morning, Lord. Father God, pass by your country, pass by your village, pass by your parish, reach out and touch the sick and afflicted one, even those that cannot help themselves. Remember them this morning, blessed Lord, the entire force I bring before you. Reach out and touch each and every one of them, pass by our police station, guide and protect them this hour. Remember the SSU I bring before you. Father, reach out and touch them, Lord. Do for them what they cannot do for themselves. Remember the people, Lord. Remember the people this morning, blessed Lord. Pass by the boat on the ocean. Pass by the plane in the air. Not forgetting the Coast Guard. The fishermen I bring before you. All the other boats, Lord, I bring them in a mark and special way. But this morning, Lord, hear our cry. Hear our ups and our down, our fault and our failure. Every home this morning, every church and every chapel, every minister on the gospel. I bring each and every one of them before you this morning, blessed Lord. Pass by the hospital, those on the hospital bed, with pain rackling mortal body. When it's day, they cry for night, and when it's night, they cry for day. But this morning, blessed Lord, you are the maker of each and every one of them. This morning, blessed Lord, we thanking you for Mr. Andrew this morning. Reach out and touch that son if thou be so pleased. Wheresoever I locate, the home you lend unto him. Keep it safe night and day. May I spring of his body, I bring them before you. All those who are dwelling with them, this our blessed Lord. Even the one who had opened the radio station this morning in a mark and special way. Remember the one who are there with our Lord. Take each and every one of them in charge. I bring the whole staff before you. Each and every one of them, I cannot name them one by one. But Master, you are acquainted to all your children. They are already shipping the pasture, and you know them by the different voices. To say, Rock of Ages, clear for them and let they hide themselves in thee. Pass by that station, this our blessed Lord. Remember the folk and I bring before you. Remember the bonding center. And even the chapel at the door, the entire of the gap, the surrounding of the yard. Keep the place safe night and day. Leave no winds which Satan cannot enter this our blessed Lord. Bind them together like one bundle of stick that cannot be broken. Those who are traveling both are traveling mercy for them. My God and my Redeemer, this our blessed Lord, this morning, Master. Oh God, what could I tell you what you don't know concerning us this hour? I bring Marjorie before you this morning. Remember that daughter, blessed Lord. Father, you know she ups and you know she down. Father, keep her in the act of safety. Father, you know she sorrows, you know she pain. You know she grieving, you know she weeping and she mourning this hour. But Father, you are the maker of each and every one. You give and you take, and we have to satisfy this our Lord. Remember, she mother I bring before you, she Father. Father, they going young in age. Father, you know everything about them, this our Lord. Where they wish make them strong and where they strong. Make them stronger, this our Lord. You know they love this our Lord. But my God and my King, my neighbors I bring before you. Remember the sick and afflicted one. Remember that daughter, this our blessed Lord. My God and my Redeemer. Father, pass by the bedside. Father, do for what she cannot do for herself. Remember in the doors of mercy and have mercy on her, this our blessed Lord. My God and my King. Touch that daughter, this our blessed Lord. From the crown of her head to the sole of her foot. My God. Have mercy, Lord. Give her the health and give her the strength. Help her to endure. Help her to rest like Jacob in the hole and never to let go. My God and my King. Remember us this our Lord, as you taught me to say, our Father which art in heaven, holy be thy name, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us the days our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all evil. For thy is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen and amen. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus.
Amen.
Mr. Jester, good morning.
Can we sing good morning, Jester?
Can I say good morning?
He says good morning. And if you hear the morning, it'll come out nice.
I
Can you
hear
you
him.
hear him? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't.
Freddy, so don't worry. If Freddy, you
But
eat him up when you see him.
I don't.
He have a lot of respect for you because of me. At what time we can you know? I said, well,
But
have time with her.
Chantimel.
He come out in Chantimel too?
Yeah.
He never tell me that, All I know is come out in Mount Craven. You don't want people to know that? Oh, gosh.
I'm telling you this morning.
So which part in Chantimel he come out now?
Behind Duquesne with the wind heavy,
Wait. Oh, that's why you always walking with head forward so as though you always feeling the wind at the back.
All right.
You're going to kill me, let me tell you. So you might have to come to my rescue sooner or later.
He can do you nothing.
I know. He's my good buddy,
I know.
Very good buddy. I mean, I couldn't depend on anybody else but him when I had to get here for 7 in the morning. And even though we reached late, he driving us in Formula One. I say, I want to get there alive, If I late 2 minutes, it's no big deal. Don't drive with me so fast. I ain't like fast drive.
No, I don't like it too, no?
Nah.
I don't like it too at all.
But he gets me here on time every morning, which is important. So,
God.
And they said Thanksgiving is all about the gobble, the turkey.
I don't know about that,
Oh, okay. I was just checking.
I live in, but there is a lot of things I don't know about you.
Okay. Because, when they're celebrating Thanksgiving in the US and in Canada, is all turkey. Leave the store, All turkey that on the farm, they're praying for their life. Because it's turkey. They're going to somebody's dinner table. But it have people that can cook turkey, eh? Well, they can't cook totally. So, it has people that they hear about Thanksgiving and they want to partake in Thanksgiving. And then they take out the turkey, they buy the butterball turkey from the store. They just take it out in the package. With, it has plastic wrap and so on. They wash it and they put it in the oven. Throw a little seasoning on it and throw it in the oven.
No.
Well, no, because it has all the leg and the neck and the whatever inside of it. So turkey is a disaster. I don't like it myself, to be quite honest. And if I have to do turkey, I have to season it like 3-4 days in advance because it could be on the fresh side, eh? Yeah. So you have to really eat vinegar and lemon and all that before you could attack a turkey. But I thought you had, so I was going to ask you to bring me some white meat. But seeing that you don't have,
I hardly
kill myself quiet.
If I go out somewhere and somebody give me a piece of chicken, I go eat it. But I doesn't really buy chicken and put here,
No.
All my meat I eating. I just always say that.
You growing it?
Fish, salt fish, smoke herring. But if I go by somebody and they give me a piece of chicken, I want to eat it.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
So.
Yeah.
Or to that.
Smoke herring is something that I love to smell, but I cannot eat it. Because, sometimes you eat something and every time you burp, it comes right back up to you. Smoke herring does that to me, so I stay away from it totally. Anyway, my friend, have yourself a good day.
Same to you.
And we shall chat.
Right,
Okay, take care.
As usual.
Alrighty. Bye-bye.
Bye. Take care. Yeah.
Drums, if you're listening, step in.
You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. Where you go when you're walking. What you say when you're talking. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. I say we have to prepare to meet the challenges of life without fear. Greed and jealousy.
While I wait on Drumstick, let me say good morning to all of you who are listening on live. And Andrews, Faithlin Haley Douglas, Baby Daddy, Andrea Alexander, Evan Roberts, Jackie Raymond, Christine Otley, Errol Bonaparte, and Gemma. She's on, so I'm going to come back soon. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Go ahead when you're ready, please.
Good morning to you. Good morning to the nation. Again. A reading from the Word of God, Psalm 54. Save me, O God, by thy name, and judge me by thy strength. Hear my prayer, O God. Give ear to the word of my mouth. For strangers are rising up against me, and oppressors seek after my soul. They have not seek God from them. Behold, God is mine helper. The Lord is with them that uphold my soul. He shall reward evil unto my enemies. Cut them off in thy truth. I will freely sacrifice unto thee. I will praise thy name, O Lord, for it is good. For he has delivered me out of all troubles, and my eyes had seen his desire upon my enemies. This is the end of the scripture reading.
Thank you very much. You see it now, this morning, you well get up and you prepare. Because you see, you give me a long one this morning, but Friday was like shotgun, boom, and that's it. Was Friday? Today is what? Monday.
Morning.
I'm confused today, big holiday. So, yes. But you're good this morning. Everything good?
Yes, for the time.
All righty. So I'll talk to you soon.
Yes,
Take care
good
now. Okay, bye-bye.
St. Andrew's Development Organization, the Pink Ribbon Society, and the Grenada Cancer Society presents Faith Over Fear, Breast Cancer Awareness 2022, dedicated to the memory of Miss Margaret Gibson Develot on Saturday, October 29th, from Progress Park to Prada's Pub Shed in Soubise. Hosted by Keith PQ Mark, entertainment and giveaways with live band music by the Octane Band. Sponsored by Blue Bubbles PA Rental and Event Supplies Company and the Original Clocksman. Faith Over Fear, Breast Cancer Awareness 2022.
Hey guys, yesterday for the holiday, it was Thanksgiving. There was a Swiftocade yesterday. I've seen so many Swift cars yesterday. I was like, whoa. And the best thing is they were in sync. You had all the white ones together, all the gray ones, all the yellows, all the reds, the blues, and the black. I'm like, I need to buy a Swift. I need to get into a Swiftocade. It was amazing. I'm like, I've seen the Lexus before, and I've seen the Escudos before, but I think everyone that is driving a car in Grenada is a SWIFT. But the funny thing, I'm not seeing much of my little Sexy 4. The SX4, I call it the Sexy 4. I'm not seeing much of that one at all, but it was an amazing thing to stand there and just watch them go by in the different colors. Kudos to you guys. I guess every holiday they do that. I need to buy a car. Which one do you think I should get, just the Goya car? But here now, after I come from driving a SUV, when you hit that car and then you're on the ground, it's like you're walking, your foot on the ground. No, I can't do the Swift thing. They have to do a little crossover of the Swift, and then a little height, and then I'll be good. But it was beautiful. Anyway, I am taking off, people. Gates is going to be in charge until a little while, and I'll be back just for a wee bit. So take care.
I say we have to prepare to meet the challenges of life without fear. Greed and jealousy, hatred and envy, man, you have to move with care in that jungle of fear. You got to be careful. You got to be careful. How you move when you move it. Which direction you go in. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
When you go, when you walk, what you say. When you talk, when you go, when you walk, what you say. When you talk.
In your search for happiness, you got to leave a little room for loneliness. More things could happen all of a sudden before you realize it's only a disguise. You got to be careful. You got to be careful with what you do and how you're doing it. If you do, when you're doing it, you got to be careful. You got to be careful, careful.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, the credit union of Grenville, takes you where you want to be. Feel secure with the Credit Union of Grenville, taking care of all your financial needs, including savings, loans, mortgages, and sound financial advice. Serving you with branches on Jubilee Street in Grenville, Lucas Street in St. George's, and coming soon, our Grandin sub-office. Call us on 442-8602 or visit one of our offices. With Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, your financial security is guaranteed.
Who wants to save 30%? Everybody! Now more than ever, Flow understands the need to make your dollar stretch. Our new bundles can help you save 30% off your current bill. Plus, get a free speed upgrade on your in-home internet. Simply add your mobile to your current home services account and save 30%. It's easy. Sign up now and save. All on the most reliable fixed and mobile network on island. Visit a Flow store or call us at 1-800-804-2994 for more information. Flow, it only gets better. Terms and conditions apply.
Good morning. As we head over to the Met office, I'm speaking with Simba.
It's Fimba.
Fimba.
Is okay.
F for Fimba.
F for Fimba, yeah.
Okay, so Fimba, not Simba. All right. What do you got for us today?
All right. So it's a cloudy morning with rain throughout the state. Just taking a look at the radar here, so you can tell that at various spots throughout the state there's some light rain right now. But across the southernmost part of the state, down here, the winds are blowing from the east at 15 miles per hour. The pressure is lower than the mean, but it's rising, and it's now 1009.0. Right? Keep in mind that the average, when we say mean, or the average, that's 1013.2 millibars. So right now it's 1009. It's on the low side, but it's rising. Present temperature is 28.5 degrees. Orange, 85%. Maximum temperature here within the last day went up to 32.2 degrees, while the minimum temperature last night was 27.2. Please note, all temperatures at all times are in degrees Celsius. In terms of the rain here within the last day, we had 9.3 millimeters of rain. And so far for the month, the total goes up to 154.4. This is only for the airport. This is a wet month so far, based on the figures that we are seeing. Now let's take a look at the forecast for the day and the nighttime. The weather expected to be mostly cloudy and windy with showers, some of which will be heavy, and a medium chance of thunder. Note that there's a low chance of flooding during the daytime, so please be careful as you venture out. Maximum temperature for the day should get up to near 30.5 degrees, Winds easterly to southeasterly at 15 to 25 miles per hour, but gusting higher with showers. Waves should be near 7 feet, hence seas will be moderate. And if you're going out at sea, know that there's also a warning for you, especially if you have a small craft. If you have a small craft and you plan to go fishing or so for the day, please note you could meet waves near 7 feet, so play it safe. Tides are falling now, should be low just about 10 o'clock, and then high this afternoon near 3:30. Sunset 5:45. Sunrise on Thursday 5:59 or 1 minute to 6. Just to recap the forecast for the day and the nighttime, the weather expected to be mostly cloudy and windy with showers, some of which will be heavy, and there's also a medium chance of some thunder. Note that there is also a low chance of flooding during the daytime, and if you're going out at sea and you have a small craft, well, there's a warning for you too. You could meet waves near 7 feet in open water. That's it from the Met Office and from my friend.
All right, thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, bye.
We wish to interrupt this program in order to bring you this special bulletin. This is your Christmas radio station, Real FM. Ho, ho, ho!
The biggest show of all time is coming to Grenada as Make Noise Entertainment presents Fire and Ice. Fire and Ice. Saturday, November 26, 2022. Featuring Shensia. Yes, Shensia is coming.
Hey, it's the girl Shensia. Catch me perform live at Fire and Ice, November 26 at Grenada National Stadium. Grenada, me forward. Meet me there.
Get ready for Fire and Ice. Ladies, walk out. Walk out.
Let your guard down, girl, don't put on no front. We want to get nasty, and the car that's the after.
Shensia is coming. National Cricket Stadium. Grab your limited early bird tickets now. Available on Go2Fed and all authorized ticket outlets. Stay tuned for more information.
The new National Party invites all to its beach social on Bathway Beach on October the 30th. Come and enjoy socializing with friends and family, domino, cricket, cards, and more. Full-fledged entertainment and fun starting at 10 a.m. Loads of food and drinks on sale. Come enjoy the friendship and the love. The new National Party Beach Social. We're heading to Bathway Beach October the 30th. It's going to be epic.
Who wants to save 30%? Everybody! Now more than ever, Flow understands the need to make your dollar stretch. Our new bundles can help you save 30% off your current bill. Plus, get a free speed upgrade on your in-home internet. Simply add your mobile to your current home services account and save 30%. It's easy. Sign up now and save. All on the most reliable fixed and mobile network on island. Visit a Flow store or call us at 1-800-804-2994 for more information. Flow, it only gets better. Terms and conditions apply.
Introducing the Grenlec mobile app. You can now get your bill balance and easily track energy usage for your home or business. Report and receive alerts about power outages. Plus, stay up to date by receiving the latest notifications. Yes, the Grenlec app keeps you connected anytime, anywhere. The Grenlec mobile app. Download for 24/7 access.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas from your friends at Real FM 91.9 and 91.5. Get in the spirit of Christmas on Real FM.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, reporting faults, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Good morning, listeners. Welcome to another edition of Waterwise, a production of the National Water and Sewerage Authority, Nawasa. I am Wendy Chateau. On this morning's program, we continue to honor the memory of our dear Bernard Baptiste, who died last Monday, September 19th. Employees have been sharing their memories of Bumpy with one common theme: his bubbly personality and infectious smile.
He was a jovial person. He's everybody's friend. He fits in every and anywhere. He's someone that is giving. He loved to share. He liked to take a little drink. He loved dancing. He's always under that cool spot in Fantasia. He was just that person that know how to have fun, and he enjoyed his life. As of a Nawasa employee, he was a person that would be there early in the morning. Among the first to reach, always the first person to leave the yard. He always ensured that his kit, the tools box, full of fittings. He liked things in abundance. So he is the person that any of the crew fall short of something, they would call him, because Bernard would always talk. He was the person that didn't afraid anything called work. The most difficult one, he always figured he could do it. So Bernard was just the person with so much energy, right? So asking if he's going to miss, there is no question about that. He'll be greatly missed. The company lost one of the greatest soldiers, Bernard Baptiste.
Bernard Baptiste, as we affectionately know him as Bumpy. I met him in Nawasa as an employee. He was there years before my time, before I started. But getting to know him, it was one of the people that you could have always depended on, one of the people who spoke his mind, one of the co-workers that cooperated well when he wanted things to be done. Like everything else, each one of us have our different idiosyncrasies, but working with him, especially in the last 2-3 weeks, I had some close interactions with him, and he was rather helpful in getting the kind of information that was needed. So I would say, all in all, he will be somebody that I personally would miss, and more so the National Water and Sewerage Authority.
Bumpy exemplified life, love, and laughter, and so today we honor him by profoundly feeling and expressing our loss, but also by remembering him as an amazing person who has played a unique and special role in all of our lives. That's all the time we have with you this morning. Until our next program, on behalf of the entire team at Nawasa, I am Wendy Chateau, wishing you a wonderful day.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers'
We can all
needs.
use some holiday cheer. So Christmas is coming early this year. Get set for all your favorite Christmas music here on Real FM.
What them say? Blazing hip hop and R&B this morning.
Nah, this morning
Kaiso
is a morning, folks.
Good morning to everyone.
To all the listeners of Real FM. the really of the real, as they say, political Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Where we cut all the spin and we give you facts so you could make informed decisions and you'll be aware of the going-ons as you relate to politics in this nation. First things, Gates, I ought to organize, and I want to speak to and send out my condolences to Brother Terry Julian and the family on the passing of Dan James, police officer from the Rose Hill area. He passed. And I need to, on the Real FM, offer my condolences. He was a friend of mine, and Brother Terry Julian is a very good friend of mine. One of his brothers, Alan James, I think he's an inspector of police, which we actually trained together. And me and Dan James served during my tenure in the RGPF. He was there, so he was an awesome guy, a good firefighter, very helpful. As one of what people would call a good guy.
Yeah, good guy. Rest in peace,
so
Dan
he's
James.
passing. He has transitioned to the Ancient of Days, because man was made from the dust, and man's body will return to the dust, but the breath of life will return to the giver. So I hope that his relatives, his family will be comforted knowing that he fought a good fight, knowing that he helped in the lives of many people, make it easier and better. The last time I came from Union Island and I landed, he was at the fire station, and some people came down with the hospital also, but the transportation they were banking on didn't turn up. And being the kind person he is, he used to drive a bus, one of them buses. He actually went with them and dropped them off. So it was, he himself was a decent guy. And I hope that his family and relatives will be comforted, knowing that, as I said, he fought a good fight. Yes, folks. Let's go.
I hear you.
and I need that song. It's you.
The anthem?
Yeah, you're shortchanging me this morning.
Anytime
they hear this song, they know what time it is.
Drama.
It's time to, not drama, it's time to educate the citizenry. That's not drama. That education.
All right, let me hit
Classes in session.
Let me hit you with it.
This is
You asking me what is wrong with Trinidad? You can't understand why things go on so bad. You find we so rich in human resources, and yet the country going to pieces. Well, let me tell you, my friend, where we went from after Eric Williams' old car breakdown. We called in an air, we ordered an next car and installed a new driver. With 33 passengers from the party, we gave him a maxi taxi, fitted with my wheels, tape deck, computer, air conditioned 8-cylinder. With much new fittings, this maxi car arrived. lights start to swerve and nosedive. It took a year for passengers to realize. They say the new driver cannot.
Yeah, morning. So
Political Wednesday, people.
Political Wednesday. First things first. First things first. So yesterday, Gates, October 25, the 25th, October 25.
Yeah, 5, man. It's a Grenadian. You know?
25. Was what we call, what some call it Thanksgiving. Some call it intervention. Some call it rescue mission. And there are some who call it invasion. So we have 3 schools of thought here. One set of people say, well, we happy the American come or you rescue us. Some saying, well, they interfere in the internal affairs of Grenada intervention. And some saying downright invasion by the American and Caribbean forces. So people have different school of thought and we have to respect that. Not that we have to agree with, but we have to respect that because we're still living in a democracy. And one of the norms of that day, Gates, I heard you guys speaking of the motorcade or the Swift motorcade.
The Swift motorcade, yeah.
Yeah. So we have little nuances and so on. But one of the linchpin of that day, because we subscribe, as some say, to Christian, being a Christian nation. So the church, the conference of churches Gates, usually organize this session, church service. And when we were here last, we ventured into a particular situation about prayer. And we also mentioned there are certain preambles to the thing. You have to turn away from wickedness. Your hands are to clean, your heart are to pure. And these things on it. So a church service is something that is linked to the 25th, where the conference of churches usually do what it does. And you have government officials, you have the diplomatic people there, and everybody trying to the U.S. person based on that the U.S. took a lead.
Yeah.
And there are certain readings in this thing. And listeners, I want you to Google Lamentations chapter 3, verses 1 to 23. Now, I want you to read that because we give you facts here on Real FM. We don't come and boo them and anything. When we speak factual. And if you realize the context of Lamentations 3, 1 to 23, that was given to His Majesty's opposition leader to read in the church service. So even the church join and using the Bible to beat up on citizens, just like how Las Casas and Montesinos did in the days of slavery. So those who know about Las Casas and Montesinos, when they come, they bring the Bible because everybody start to cry and say it is inhuman for slavery. So they bring the Bible and they say, turn the cheek when a man hit you. But if you understand what turning the cheek is about, Gates, when you turn the cheek, you're supposed to see a different side of it. It can be the same. Now, I bring that up to say that the church, the conference of churches, I think which is spearheaded by the Catholic Church, the same set with the container at Jersey's.
Right.
Yeah, the container at Jersey's people. They sat there and His Majesty's opposition leader, they tell him, read Lamentations chapter 3, verses 1 to 23. How low could you go? I want to realize the goodly gentleman, realizing what Lamentations chapter 3 and verses 1 to 23 says. He reads something different. They mute the mic.
They mute it?
Yeah, they mute the mic, and that made me remember when Papa Jerry say, I don't sing in fire no more.
Yeah.
Because they go take all the mic in show. You see, in the semi-final, and go say Jerry or the Masanto.
Yeah.
And then Jerry say giving Boogie a chance to grow.
Yeah.
But what when he finish, he say too long. We living like mosquito, you know.
Yeah.
But they just continue to live like mosquito, sucking on the weak and trying to belittle everybody. So they mute the mic and they pretend the mic didn't walk in. The Prime Minister spoke before the mic was in full grease. No problem with the mic. As how mad His Majesty's opposition leader want to really realize he don't take the bait and read the stupidest they tell him to read.
Mm-hmm.
They mute the mic in church. They don't take out the mic in show.
They mute it.
And that the level these people and them had to go. And gets to bring up that for people to understand what here is at play. The budget, they respond to the budget by His Majesty's opposition leader. Information went out through Clarice Modest, who is the deputy speaker, I think, who the liaison between them and the NNP.
Yeah, the link.
And indicating to them that day is not a day because His Majesty's opposition leader had some prior engagement. Now, is a guy, Gates, I like to get the information right because when I speak here, I speak. So when I say, I said it, come for me. They say, good morning. That was the response. Morning. Good morning, Dr. Modest Cohen. I aim. Because listen to the language, people listen to the language, you know. I aim to inform you that your request to respond to the budget on Friday, December 2nd by the leader of His Majesty opposition is denied. So you see what they're going. So they deny the request and then they give lamentations to read. So the church taking part in that. And what behooves me was, Gates, the same Catholic Church where the Right Honorable Dr. Keith Claudius Mitchell attends religiously
every Sunday.
Some go for political reasons. When election near, they go into church. But other times they don't go in there, rather they drinking rum and peeing on their foot and thing. And then when election time come, they praying and all kind of thing. But Dr. Mitchell go every time and the church and the Catholic Church sit down and let this thing. Laco! Saint Alacret, you is the conscience of the party, as they say. You could pray, but all you just letting all this thing go on. You're letting all your emotions and ego. And having a conversation with a gentleman, Igwe. I said, why these guys doing this thing? The man say, Carl, watch this. Them guys are in with one thumb they're making, so they're saying, let's do everything. And they forgetting politics has its own morality. So they might go in because Bazdio Pandey was the first man to say politics has its own morality. But Bazdio also say a thing at one time. Do them before they do you. So maybe that's what they're doing.
They take in front.
Yeah, maybe they're doing people because the people do them. And that is what it is. So even the scriptures is used to humiliate and victimize people NDC style. They even use in the good book, Gates, to humiliate and victimize
poor people, children.
Poor people, children. So my thing here is we have to think it over. We have to think it again. Because everybody knows it that Dr. Keith Claudius Mitchell, the Right Honorable, through blood, sweat, and tears, has navigated this country through Ivan, through the pandemic, through the devastation that happened in this country from 2008 to 2013. So they had to attach some damn respect to Dr. Keith Mitchell. It was ordinary. And it is my opinion and the opinion of many. He didn't have other people around to do it better than him during that time. So some respect ought to be labeled to Dr. Keith Mitchell. And in Parliament, the People's House, we expect all elected persons to be given an opportunity to represent the constituency. Yes. And that is not something that is seemingly to happen. So the National Democratic Congress need to think it over and think it again. We go take a break here, Igwe, and come back.
You have to take a little 5.
Yeah, let that digest to people what going on.
All right.
We can all use some holiday cheer. So Christmas is coming early this year. Get set for all your favorite Christmas music here on Real FM.
The biggest show of all time is coming to Grenada as Make Noise Entertainment presents Fire and Ice. Fire and Ice. Saturday, November 26, 2022. Featuring Shensia. Yes, Shensia is coming.
Hey, it's the girl Shensia. Catch me perform live at Fire and Ice November 26 at Grenada National Stadium. Grenada, me forward. Meet me there.
Get ready for Fire and Ice. Ladies, walk out. Walk out.
Let your guard down, girl, don't put on up front. We want to get nasty. In the car, that's the after party.
Shensia is coming. National Cricket Stadium. Grab your limited early bird tickets now. Available on GoToFed and all authorized ticket outlets. Stay tuned for more information.
Football action continues at the King James Athletic Stadium this weekend in the 12th annual Wagiti Super Knockout Football Tournament. It's week 3, and on Saturday 29th from 7 p.m. Game 1, it's a derby as 2 teams from St. David's clash. Eastside 11 Devils comes up against Blast St. David's Football Club. Then at 9 p.m. Queen's Park Rangers versus Spice Mobile Idolize Sports Club. Then on Sunday, another 2 matches. Carlos Electrical Happy Hill U19 takes on Montreal Sports Club at 6 p.m. and in game 2 at 8 p.m. Antillean Group GBSS versus Hard Rock Sports Club. Admission to both games $20. The 12th annual Wagiti Super Knockout Football Tournament is on. Don't miss a game.
The new National Party invites all to its beach social on Bathway Beach on October the 30th. Come and enjoy socializing with friends and family, domino, cricket, cards, and more. Full-fledged entertainment and fun starting at 10 a.m. Loads of food and drinks on sale. Come enjoy the friendship and the love. The new National Party Beach Social. We're heading to Bathway Beach October the 30th. It's going to be epic.
Introducing the Grenlec mobile app. You can now get your bill balance and easily track energy usage for your home or business. Report and receive alerts about power outages. Plus, stay up to date by receiving the latest notifications. Yes, the Grenlec app keeps you connected anytime, anywhere. The Grenlec mobile app. Download for 24/7 access.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas from your friends at Real FM 91.9 and 91.5. Get in the spirit of Christmas on Real FM.
Yes, Igwe. Let me say good morning to Michelle Alexander, Caroline, Dave Felix on the WhatsApp,
and Andrews,
Winston,
Faith Harley Douglas, Baby Daddy,
Tamika Moses, Shirley,
Andrea Alexander, Evan John Roberts, Jackie Raymond, Christine Ortley, Errol Bonaparte, Gemma World, Adrian Watts, Joycelyn Francis,
Jackie Raymond,
Francois,
Jackie
Paul
Raymond,
Louis, Michael Charles.
Is that Andrea?
Yeah, White 444.
White 444, you see that?
Marlon Ferguson, some WHIT 444.
Yeah.
Kester Victor.
Yeah.
Deborah Labode. We don't want to leave out people. Shirley Scarrett, Tomika Moses, Carl Belfon. Catherine Grant and your Mimi, morning. Catherine said I bigging up Mimi and thing.
I can't forget them. Ray Mitchell in
Yes.
Happy Hill, the whole squad down there.
Lena
always locked in.
Brizan and Bernard. Hope you guys are okay. Sherry Goddard, Red, Natalia John.
Yeah, Natalia John.
Hillary Grenade.
Yvonne Roberts.
And thanks for keep tuning in and making the program what it is, because without you guys, the energy and the impetus to continue would be low. So continue tapping into the reservoir of Real FM to get real information, factual information. So decisions going forward will be properly made. And people come talking cock and bull stupidness, or they could debunk it one time. So we'll go into, let me take you folks into our journey of facts.
You asking me what is wrong with Trinidad? You can't understand why things go on so bad. You find we so rich in human resources, and yet the country going to pieces. Well, let me tell you, my friend, where we went wrong. After Eric Williams' old car breakdown, we called in an AR, we ordered an next car and installed a new driver. With 33 passengers from the party, we gave him a maxi taxi, fitted with McBeal's tape deck, computer, air conditioned 8-cylinder. With much new fittings, this maxi car arrived. Then it started to swerve and just drive. It took a year for passengers to realize. They say the new driver cannot drive.
He can't hold the wheel.
Nah, the new driver. And listen, it don't take a year for Grenadians to realize, and it takes us 4 months to realize that new driver cannot drive.
I saw me a fire.
Yeah, give me.
And there will be some tweaking to it. There will be changes to it, because we believe that to spend $20 million and not get value for money. I have passed through the country. I've seen roads clean here, the bushing taking place, but then the grass is left on the roadside, only to be washed back in the drain and so on. People go to work from, let's say, 5 o'clock in the morning time, and by 9 o'clock they are home already. Every public servant or private sector employee works in Grenada for at least from 8 to 4. We have seen cases where people are working elsewhere. They got a piece of the pie in the debution, so they are not able to deliver value for money, as I think. And we have to look at ways of tweaking this thing so that we can get value for money out of this. I do not want to basically bore you with that particular issue, but I think it's something that we have to address and to minimize the bickering and the confusion that I have seen. Everyone wants to be a supervisor. There is no Apache to clean the road and them things, because people don't want them kind of job. There are people who refuse to take a weed eater, or a rake to clean up the road at the end of the day. This is not the way we want this thing to go. So we would make some changes to that particular program. Right?
Gates.
I don't know it.
He say people refusing that work. But when the NNP was in power, I didn't find people refusing the work. So something happened on the road to Damascus, that's why they refusing the work. And the personal promises they make to the people, the personal promise I make, that's why them people are them only one supervisor, because that's what I tell them I will give them. And that's what all the acolytes and disciples advocating to people. The set were trying to force themselves on journalists. That's what they advocating. They go quite in England trying to force themselves on journalists. But they advocating is to make all the NDC supervisors and let NNP work ordinary. Also let KB sweep the market. That's what all they advocating. So when the cows come home, do complain. And you're talking about value for money. With time.
Dollars.
With time. But you when the people are in St. Patrick is asking for you, you're making all kind of excuses. You don't have value for money for people you're representing. And one Joseph Andal say, oh, if they don't seen them, is he work. I didn't know that before. I should have known. Let me take the clip.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm good. What's about you all this morning?
Well, I'm good like cook food.
Well, I think I'm a good way. I'm good like goodies.
I can't even talk a guru.
Yes. I don't know, even though our friend Dr. Mitchell are who with his Catholic thing, but this what happened there. Remember, I don't know if you all I'm an aged person, and I remember it's not now. This Catholic thing is going on between politics, because I could remember during when they was planning to overthrow Mr. Gary, all the explosive from Telescope Point was conveyed in the Catholic Church in St. George's to do what they have to do. So this is not strange what they did to Dr. Michele. This is where, not now, they think at this they're encouraging a lot of wrong things with politicians in Grenada here. When the bishop and them had all the explosive stored there in the Catholic Church, I know that I'm a aged person, I'm an old woman. If they want to catch my voice, I know who's speaking and come and arrest me now and bring me in jail or kill me. I want just making my heart right with God, because that is what they had planned from the revolution. I was one of the person that was done for killing, because we were a strong Gary height. And from Gary as they are a strong NNP height, and I would not change until God ready for me.
We don't switch.
That we don't switch. We don't play games. We're not in susu. Where we stand, we stand. So this thing or the thing, when I look at the chapter when you call it out this morning, because I didn't take it from the beginning yesterday with the service, and I see what is there. Those are these people and them is real against good government in Grenada here. As I don't see, they are it was Friday when I heard someone said, as if Mr. Gary Gates sent out the people, the secret police to beat people and things. But let me give you all a little hint if you know how the secret police come on. When the same time they was planning the overthrow with the what you call it they make up the thing then, two things. And they was attacking him. He had a meeting in Grenville with the same Miss James Miller. all of them was in it. And wheresoever he go to have a meeting, they used to attack him. So, and attack the minister and them in the home in the night. That is how I had a friend. He was a secret police for David Sylvester. That time David Sylvester lived in Mount Carmel there. And this jewel movement was always out to attack the people in the home. That is how the secret police come on. So not to say he used to send out people to beat up people. He did not. Because even the one that they call the Mongoose Gang, he took the fellas and them used to be on in town there, giving a lot of trouble, beating people without a cause because they didn't have nothing to do. He called them. That is what I experienced and know. As an age person, I'm 83 years. So I could give you a history of it. He called them and he said that this behavior you all have there is not good. And he tried to seek employment for them to behave themselves. So he sent them out, make trap and go out to catch mongoose. That is how the name come as Mongoose Gang. That is how it came about.
Teach caller, teach them.
Yeah, so that is why they're running about Mongoose Gang used to do that and secret police used to do that. But it's them, because even though when they really had planned the thing for him, he had time, we talked to me and say, you don't see those boys that time they're trying to draw closer to him now because they know what they have planned. He said, leave those boys alone. You don't see they're coming closer. He's okay and everything good. This is what I know and I experience. So this old talk you hear, some people talking about after Mr. Gary in Grenada here. He took Grenada from the jungle. And there is start rising up Grenada, and there is no other prime minister in Grenada more than Dr. Kit Mitchell that tried to put Grenada up high up on the map again.
Testify.
So I don't even know what they're saying. I don't want to hear what they're saying.
Testify.
What they have in them is malice, jealousy, wickedness, and have no pity for poor people.
Like a friend of mine would say, they have no philoprogenitiveness. They have no love.
So this thing
Gordon.
I could give them a history. So when you hear the talking, I can't say in the tata, I don't need to take them on. Anyway, have a good day and continue educating.
And continue to preach, sister. Testify.
I don't afraid they had me down for killing during the revolution time.
Well, I don't afraid them.
In jail. If they put me in jail, they have to mind me until God is ready for me because I can't walk again.
And the good thing, I don't work for him to give me no letter.
That is what. So God bless and continue with your all good.
All right,
I'm
thank you.
a regular listener.
All right.
Okay, my dear. God bless you all.
And that is the context in which I started out this morning with lamentation.
Like my partner on the WhatsApp said, that's from a veteran.
An old veteran, and you have to respect veteran. OG.
Yeah, there's a real OG we call it. We have a next call.
Yes.
Good morning.
Raise up the volume a bit.
Good morning.
Hey.
Good morning to my beautiful, handsome sister. Yes, sister, preach it. We go to preach it this morning. I know about Uncle Gary with this, and when he come and he made the 804. He said, no. I don't do my children and them that 804. Why you go put them from 804? He changed it up. And that day, as I tell all you already, that day we had meeting, Uncle Gary had meeting. Uncle Gary said he go bring somebody to rule Grenada after he died. I show that lady, that beautiful mommy could remember that time. He said he go bring somebody to rule Grenada after he, So we say, Uncle, who you gonna bring money? Other man, he say he gonna get an ambulance Five in case he fall, he don't stay on the ground too long. When he bring that handsome young man, oh my God. When hey, Uncle Kerino, when Uncle, it's not here having a meeting. Are you get inside? Is inside having a meeting? It's not in the veranda. Not in the veranda. Get inside for me, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
Papa, yo, we go inside. When we go inside now, and in the meeting, when he start to talk, the van come, the car come, and the uncle go outside, and he bring in that handsome, beautiful Kit Claudius Mitchell behind him. And he dress him in the half-white suit, I ain't telling you what they say, them say. I was a strong Geriite. When telling you strong, as strong as a castle even. When he come, after the meeting, he say, who for his side stay on his side, and who for kid side go on kid side. He say, yes, you get a green line, you forget the ripe one. I say, no, boy, I want the both of them. Because the ripe one has lime, it has the juice in it. But the green one, it go hard juice and juice. Kid Claudius Mitchell is it. Understand me?
All right, Miss Jacob, thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, take care. Yes, Igwe.
Yeah, give me that clip there, man.
What, you're gonna disturb stomach now? Let me give.
I'm happy that any loans, if affordable, is made available to citizens of Grenada. The issue is not whether that's not the issue. The issue is you've placed a large group of Grenadian workers on contract. You've placed them in a position where they are unable to borrow through the normal financial institutions by putting them in a position where they do not have sustainable or sustained employment. And what that means is that you've made them vulnerable. You put them in a position where you now have to try and create a special lending scheme for them to borrow. And I'm saying even the special lending scheme that you've created, most of them are not going to qualify for the loan. And they're not going to qualify because you've already placed them in a position to disqualify them because they would not have acquired land. They would not have life insurance because they're working on 6 months or 12-month contracts. And if they're working, and if the jobs they are doing are permanent jobs, jobs that are normal customer requirements for the government, they should be indefinite employees or permanent employees. They should not be on contract work. And if they're not on contract work, they will be able to take part, like the rest of the persons who are on permanent jobs, in the normal banking and financial and the credit union systems in Grenada. And that is how you create wealth.
Absolutely.
That is how you sustain and raise your standard of living. That is how you're able to save money. That is how you acquire a home or acquire a piece of land, or you're able to start a small business on the side. But when you put people on contract work, and when there's no need to do so, then you are putting them in a vulnerable position, and you are doing so deliberately. And so the question you have to ask is, why are you doing so? And in my view, you are doing so because you want to have the ability to fire them at will. So you want to create job insecurity because you want to be able to manipulate them for your own ulterior reasons. Right. So let's make this clear. For those contract workers who are able to qualify for that GDB loan, I'm happy for them. But a significant number of them will not be able to qualify. And the question is, when they don't qualify, what happens to them? They remain on contract work. So what has to be addressed is the fact that the government has to end this contract work, absorb the employees because they are doing jobs that are normal, customary, and required. Let's take, for example, a cook in a school. If you have a school feeding program, that job is required indefinitely. There is no reason to put a cook on a contract work. And remember, when you put her on contract work, she has no pension. She has no chance of getting health insurance. She has no chance of buying life insurance because the incomes are very low. Right. And if you go to buy these things, they will say to you, well, we have no guarantee that you will have a job 6 months from now or 12 months from now. And so no one wants to deal with you from a financial perspective when you're in that position. And I'm saying the job of the citizens, of the government, is to fight for its citizens, to protect its citizens, to encourage its citizens to be independent, not dependent, not vulnerable. So that is the challenge we face. And I'm saying it is solvable. by the stroke of a pen.
Yep.
And let me make this further point. It is actually illegal. The Employment Act clearly says that you cannot put someone on a fixed term contract, meaning these short term contracts, when the position they are filling is an indefinite one. So the government itself is breaking the law. The government itself is being lawless. So I'm saying in those circumstances, they should in fact end the contract work, regularize the status of the employees, and any other incentives that should be offered to them to make up for the period that they've been on contract jobs, in fact, should be given to them.
From the horse's mouth, Igwe.
From the horse's mouth, Igwe, and I need to unpack this thing. Unpack it. First of all, Mr. Prime Minister, you say,
Quite.
in your own words, that it is illegal. The government is breaking the law. Now that you, the Prime Minister of Grenada, Carriacou, and Pitimock, the state of Grenada, what are you doing to remedy that situation? Because you said the government is breaking the law. So you continue to break the law. And you see its transformation. So in your own words, not mine, I didn't make it up. I didn't say them say. You said the law has been broken. Well, fix it. Well, fix it. You also say the time or the amount of time as it relates to contract was illegal. Mr. Prime Minister, you know. So fix it. It's simple because you see by the stroke of the pen, other thing could fix. You went on to tell the nation in that discussion that government have a moral obligation to defend and to fight for workers. Well, hello? You making workers going. Who fighting for them? But the people should have known what you really made of, because you fight against workers in SGU. You fight against workers in the brewery, but you did an interview saying government should fight for workers. Well, Mr. Prime Minister, I have news for you. The workers I'm giving all the letters, the recent set all the grounds, man, all may go. Who fighting for them? Who fighting for them when you say that government have an obligation to defend and to fight for workers, but you knifing workers? So you know the government. You have a call online? Let's take that call.
Good morning, Mr. Carl. Good morning, Igwe.
Morning, how you doing?
Mr. Carl, I will go back in from 1995. We had a good driver, which was Dr. Mitchell. In 1999, we had a good driver, Dr. Mitchell. In 2003, we have a good driver. In 2013, we had a good driver. 2018, we have a good driver. And what it takes to be a good driver. It takes to want to be a good driver, one that is care and demonstrate that love, not to set up to one group of people, but demonstrate that love to everyone and that care. And you had that in the I would say you had it, but still have it in him, even in government as a prime minister in opposition. You have that in him. And what he demonstrates, he demonstrated love to all his cabinet members, and that they will pass under the love to the people of Greater Carriacou and Pitimock. But what is, see, we have a driver who is he only cares about the yellow. Like if yellow alone is Ghanaian and the rest of the other color people, when you different jersey, is not Ghanaian. And if you consider yourself, okay, I love people, you cannot only love one group of people. You have to demonstrate that love to everyone. Because we are all Grenadians. And whenever an election call and a government is elected, it's not a government for one set of people. It's a government of Greater Carriacou and Pitimock. He's supposed to represent everyone in the in the island state of Grenada, Carriacou, and Peter Martinique. I consider that to be a good driver. I know I was listening to the clip. You know, sometimes a lot of people speak things, really and truly, what they're accusing and next man up. That is exactly what they end up doing. Because remember what the Minister of Legal Labor said, that the government didn't make them people permanent. They didn't make them put the labor contract. So he come now like, because they was on contract, they get a easy way now to get rid of the people, get rid of the contract workers. And if you say okay, and you love people, you want to see that they live better. Even like the Minister of Andrea was saying, even Grant was saying, the nursing, there is room in it with the nursing, with nurses and things, where you could make some of them permanent. You make some of them permanent. And if there is room where you could make them permanent, why you still put them on contract? Why you still put them on contract? And even listen again when Andrew was speaking, he said of labor speaking, you say you cannot put everybody on contract at the same time. And I know. And then there was teachers that were on contract for a long time. And the government and NMP make them permanent. Right? Make them permanent. Everybody cannot be on contract at the same time. But some people that were permanent under the NMP administration, they will be permanent. So it's time for more people to be permanent. We cannot make people permanent when people who there, they don't retire. It was like why NMP, if 20% go, right, retire, they will make about 15 persons bring them into permanent, right? So if what the fine happen now, the public service will not be overloaded because you have some 20 going and it might take back 15, so we still have room for the next 5 persons. You understand, Brother Carl? So this is what NMP used to do. Right? And I remember they used to and they used to climb up contract. But when they were in government in 2008, how much people they make permanent? How much people they make permanent? They need more permanent. But see, I always say again, Brother Carl, again, what NDC does, you see, they get rid of the poor class of people and they hire high men, big men, and pay them the big money. In 2008, with the money, when NMP left government, the wage bill was about $22 million a month. But it rises about $27 or $28 million. When the same group of people, you hire less people to work, but the wage bill is much higher. Because we pay 1 month $27,000 a month. Pay advisors, the most advisors they had was under NDC in 2008. So, Brother Carl, we have a blessed morning.
Yes, Cora, thanks for making that contribution. And I still maintain the fact, listeners, that a reckless driver cannot drive. So when the song is being played and persons getting irate about it, the fact remains the present Prime Minister is reckless in his dealings of managing this country. So that means he cannot drive. Now, to unpack further what he was saying, so if the government has a moral obligation to defend and to fight for workers, but the present Prime Minister never had a track record of fighting for workers. His fight was always against workers. So it don't surprise me that he's now allowing under his watch for these things to continue. Now, the first set of letters given in Carriacou, they came under the guise of SR&O related to the public service. But now they get so vulgar, so heartless, no figanda, no philoprogenitiveness, and they're just giving out letters willy-nilly. So, Mr. Prime Minister, the question begs, when you spoke out government should defend and fight for workers, you need to come back in a town hall and explain that, because as far as I see it, workers under the couch, you're damaging workers and you don't even give in the workers or allowing them natural justice, which demands you if you accuse them of something, you give them a hearing. You let them explain themselves. And the question here is, what danger does the groundsmen in throughout Grenada Morning Robin Belfon. What danger does the groundsman in Grenada, morning Kwame? What danger does the groundsman in Grenada prove to the NDC? Because it seems like you are assaulting these people. You're taking away the dignity. Mr. PM, you forget the government has to fight and defend the workers. That was your words, not mine. But Kwame and Robin and you can say that. And you see, the whole thing, I bring up the first thing, Igwe, about the church and the church service. The church claims one of the biggest events in the Christian calendar is Christmas. The church, you see down, they mute. They making all these people go. What happening to the family and loved ones for the Christmas? What you just big up. But you don't say nothing. You like Pontius Pilate. You don't say nothing. The union start to grow a little balls now, but tell Brian and Daisy and them for me. That's too late. That's too late. Let me take the call.
Good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen. No,
Morning.
good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, how y'all doing?
We good?
Yeah. I heard Mr. Call mention earlier, a while ago in the program, concerning the debushing, that when NNP in power, I may not use the exact words, so forgive me, but I will say what.
So quote me right, don't misquote me.
Right.
If you don't know what I say, you don't know. Don't misquote me.
I seen what you say. That's what I got to know. You were saying that when the NNP in power, more people do the debushing. When NDC in power, less people go out to do the debushing. What's the reason for that, you think?
Let me tell you something. You must listen.
Well, that's what I'm doing.
The Minister of Infrastructure say people don't want the work, so I was answering him. Don't misquote me. He said, because I played the clip, he said people wants to be only supervisors. And I said,
you make mention of that there.
And I said personal promises was made to a lot of people because I have a lot of friends who are NDC people and who was told that they go get supervisors. So now when the contract go and they do get supervisors, they vex because one tell me a man of 80 something years is a supervisor and he want a supervisor and he don't get him. So when the minister say people don't want the work, I suggested in conversation with friends of mine who are NDC, they say, well, they were promised that. So that's what I say.
I heard you say that as well, but you make comment to the fact
So I asked the question, why, when NNP was in power, people didn't say they don't want the work? That's what I say. Do say what I do say. And they could go back and listen to verify what I said. I say, so why, when NNP was in power, people do say they don't want the work? That is the question. If you have an answer for the question, please give me.
We have our next caller again.
Yeah, let's take the caller.
Good morning.
Morning. You all cut me off a while ago.
What cut off what?
No, you are.
We don't no cut off business here.
We was discussing something and I get cut off.
Well, I don't. And you don't be talking on the phone sometimes and it cut off.
Well, I have credit.
Well, talk. You talk.
You cut me off, I think, man.
What else? You are a big man, you know. You don't say nothing that affecting me for me to cut you off. Friend.
Okay, let me go further. Something I want to mention about.
Don't want to do it.
Yeah. You remember the teachers was protesting, striking, demonstrating in the hot sun?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, let me finish. Let me just see what I say. And then you will come in. Sorry, They was protesting for the 4%.
Yes.
They went on strike and the money was docked. Remember that,
The money was deducted.
Right. So what I want to know, the new administration had met a pregnant treasury. There was money in the treasury.
Because the new administration would say that, not me. Them would say that.
That's what I got, Right. Why didn't the past prime minister or leader pay the teachers and workers the money?
Okay, I'm glad you bring up that question. So, get Mr. Cargington Hood's phone number and ask him the teacher that took NNP to court for the dark salary. What was the result of the court hearing? Don't ask me because you might believe I bias if I tell you the answer. Get Mr. Cartington Hood and ask him when they took the matter to court about the dark salaries. What was the ruling at the court? Because I don't like court ruling. I don't like court ruling. Ask him what the court say to the person about the dark salaries. Don't take my word for it. Ask him. But I could tell you what the court say. The court say it was illegal. So you could withhold your labor, but you cannot force your employer to pay you. It is okay not to go to work, but you expect him to pay you.
But remember?
No, not remember. The court said that, and that is court record. So go and check it.
Yeah.
So the NDC did not respect the court ruling. What say it was illegal, they go and pay. And they say the reason why they pay, the reason to cause good industrial relation. It was not now wrong, right? It was about good industrial relation. That is the word of the Prime Minister. So don't try to put no spin on this thing.
Okay, yeah.
It was illegal, the court held, to don't go to work and get paid. So don't ask why the government should pay, because it was illegal.
Right. I respect the court ruling and judgment.
And why you blaming NNP now?
So what I want to say...
Don't want to, when you call it, say.
This is a bread and butter issue, eh?
Yes. Just like those all those grounds man they making go now is a bread and butter issue. To all them people they may go in Kareku, those are they may go in Paul's, those the faith-based people, all of them is bread and butter issues. Don't pick some and pick all the bread and butter issues.
Right. And listen, it was, look at the time of the year when they did that. It was Christmas, weeks before Christmas. You dug the people's salary.
They don't work. And then 2 months before Christmas, I'll making the grounds man and them go. I really like Christmas. 2 weeks before Christmas, I call it time. Ask Robin and them. Ask Robin and them for me.
Yeah. It's still long enough. It's still not long enough. It took out 2 weeks before Christmas. But he don't get into the point. Our lady take the matter to court and lose. The court say it was illegal. So just how the Prime Minister say it is illegal for contract workers and it still continue. Just how Dennis Cornwall say as they come in power. Play that clip for me because they doesn't believe.
That one, yeah. That's it? Where is it?
Let me take a break.
All right.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas from your friends at Real FM 91.9 and 91.5. Get in the spirit of Christmas on Real FM.
The biggest show of all time is coming to Grenada as Make Noise Entertainment presents Fire and Ice. Fire and Ice. Saturday, November 26, 2022. Featuring Shensia. Yes, Shensia is coming.
Hey, it's the girl Shensia. Catch me perform live at Fire and Ice, November 26th at Grenada National.
That girl don't put on up front. We want to get nasty. In a big car, that's the after party.
Shensia is coming. National Cricket Stadium. Grab your limited early bird tickets now. Available on PhotoFed and all authorized ticket outlets. Stay tuned for more information.
We wish to interrupt this program in order to bring you this special bulletin. This is your Christmas radio station, Real FM. Ho, ho, ho!
Employment. And NDC government will put an end to contract workers in the public service as soon as it takes office. There is no need for a parallel public service in Grenada. All workers will be given permanent status.
Lie again. Lie.
Yeah. So that is the utterance of the Minister of Infrastructure. So when they come to the last caller, the court held it was illegal. and the same labor laws and unemployment code the Prime Minister does speak about. He say you could withhold your labor if you want to do it, but you can't expect your employer to pay you. But what they do, men withhold their labor, and they pay them. But those who work on a faith base, they don't pay them. Color, that's what you have to reconcile with. Those people who work, garbage them who you give 1 month notice, and then you only pay them for 9 days. That is the crux of the matter, and that's what you have to consider. Don't think about the teachers and them, and you pay them when they could say it was illegal. So they used to make people go get and use the SR&O because they used to say they wear green jersey and so on and so on. When they realize they own people they wear yellow jersey and people putting them up and show them, they just start to make people go willy-nilly, vi. And they're making people go who are known supporters of them. So it's pure victimization. It's pure victimization. So my thing is, Mr. Prime Minister, what I want to advise you to ask, how when you're fixing the fact that government is breaking the laws through pension, because then it's just say, as I come in power, I'll go make everybody permanent. Then it's just say that. So all I can say is me at making up that thing and them for me. So when people say give them the benefit of the doubt, I don't give them no benefit of the doubt. I only judge them by what they say. I don't say by the stroke of the pen, I go fix it. I don't say I don't want parallel pension, I public service, but I don't say I go fight for workers, but I see I fighting against workers. So what crime, I want to ask, does these people I'm making go, what crime they commit? What threat are these people to this administration you're making them go? And you want to call and say about the teachers, why they didn't pay the teachers. Why they don't pay the faith-based people, caller? That's what you have to find out. Let's take that call.
Good morning.
Morning, Igwe, Master Carl.
You want to go a long time here, bro, things.
Yeah, that voice.
Well, you know, I just listening to the program nice. You let them go real for us, so just listening and enough.
I'm speaking facts and truth.
Fact. Yeah, faith-based program. The NDC, they go suffer, they go suffer. Because when you watch people in the faith-based program, is single parents and girls have their children and they work for his money and you don't pay them. All them women that are born in that program have the children, you know, to take care of. They men fatless. Look the man in Sotters, you know. The man in Sotters. He's saying that same clip that the road walk is not only for NDC alone, you know. It's for everybody. So when I hear you say, and then I hear you say last week, his supporters didn't even talk. You truly right in truth. So he's telling them, not all you alone have to get the work everybody get. You know what I mean? So that party, that NDC, always suffer ingredient. I don't know what happened to green. Like sometimes green can't cost, you know. And them men do all that all the time. And the poor men, they go find them. Just keep going to put in power. As I say, they put themselves in the hot, in the frying pan, let it get burnt to man. Let it get some fire, man. Thank you, sir.
All right.
We always want to kick that. So, I need to ask some questions to the Honorable Prime Minister here, Gates. The groundsmen, because he said once the work is necessary, once it is required, and once it is customary, but the groundsmen work is necessary.
Repeat.
The groundsmen work is required, and the groundsmen work is customary. So how you giving them letters to go? What is going on? It's like you're talking and miss. You talk because you're saying you had all the ideas before you come as Prime Minister. By the stroke of a pen, we go borrow if you have to pay pension. Government has to fight for the citizens and the workers, but you're fighting against the workers. And you feel so comfortable in taking advantage on poor people's children that the age is justifying it. You feel so comfortable taking advantage on poor people children, so you go put them in the hot sun 8 to 4. Forgetting them men and them we used to work. And here what is so instructive, Gates, this present administration talking a lot about agriculture. They're talking about mechanizing agriculture. So you go be less intensive on the farmer. But those are the bushing, they say they put pressure on them, you give them more pressure.
8 to 4.
I'm talking about value for money. What is going on?
8 to 4.
What here is going on, Gates?
8 to 4.
Igwe.
Yeah, I tell you 8 to 4 are going on.
But I go tell them this. Car, house, and land don't mean a hoot to me. All I consider is the truth. And Gates, the country is my constituency. Real FM is my parliament.
Yeah.
And the people already support me. You know.
We're already taking parliament.
So,
we take it already in.
The country is my constituency. And right now, when I come here on Wednesdays, and on Fridays, and on Sundays, I come in the parliament.
Yeah.
And the people choose me. Watch, Gates. All in the hospital, the patients and them waiting on massacre to hear what going on, waiting on a signal from Calcutta and KB and others. So they choose me. And Real FM is my parliament. And the country is my constituency. Let's take that call.
I like that. Good morning.
Morning.
Watch.
Yeah.
Hey.
You hear me?
I hear you, Lee.
Right, good food. Now, I never seen more Nana Papa than that. I have been one of the youngest executive member of the Grenada University Party since 1971. So not today I'm in politics. And I work contract, the NDC, the past NDC in 2008. When they get my contract, when NNP lost, they paid me 1 month in legal of notice. I come back. I work in 1976. I was paid 1 month. Imagine I have a contract in 2018. I don't have a problem with the termination. I know that I'm a political activist. I expect them to make so I don't renew. But a letter was written to me. I have the letter. I could even show you all. By the PS, signed by the permanent secretary, signed by the minister of work. That thank you for your service. We will terminate your contract and you will be paid 1 month in notice. When I believe I get back public work and say, man, just keep Gabe 9 months pay and call it.
9 days, Gabe. Don't give them that credit. 9 days.
9 days.
I make a mistake. 9 days pay and say, take that 9 days pay and call it. Just so. I don't think it's a matter which I could take further, but I don't know if it worthwhile because I never worked by days. They put it to $64 a day or whatever. I was never working by days. Our government could just say, give the man 9 days pay and they take it and call it. But I want to say they're making a mistake. I have been cooling it. Now I'm going to speak to the nation about what is good government and what is good, what is good. So I really congratulate you for educating people. I will be joining you all soon because I have the facts.
Yes, man.
We can't wait.
And so I would let them know I'm not working for Ching Long Cree.
We don't just make a mistake. These people don't ready for government and they the country because it's Papi show. None of it.
You know when you're small, Gabi, and you're going under the house and you're digging in the dust for 30?
Yes.
That was going on.
That was going on.
We moved from a king to a jamet.
Right.
I said it.
Yeah. So a lot of people sorry now, they told me, but
They sorry.
Told me they're sorry.
You can't say.
But we give them, we really FM on them. We tell them by lack of institutional knowledge, youthful arrogance and inexperience go mash up the place. They say, he bright and so on. So now we taking the Sue in we.
Find out the mic, man.
Taking
All right, Gabby.
Okay.
All right, take care.
So Gates, I was telling you, this country is my constituency.
I have a very important one.
Let me think. I'll call important.
Yeah. Morning.
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 Hello?
Yes.
Good morning to my Real FM family and the rest of the world listening. I just want to reply to the previous caller earlier on. I find people must educate themselves before they call on the program. Because it is a universal law. If you don't work, you cannot be paid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they did not work. So how do they expect government to pay them? It is not government responsibility to pay their workers when they don't come to work. It is the union's responsibility. Because a part of the union dues we are paying goes towards a fund to pay the workers when strike action is taken.
Strike fund.
Because they are aware that once you strike, the companies are not obligated to pay the workers. So why are they making it a problem that he did not pay the workers? He was right. And I stand behind him 1,000,000%. You do not work, you cannot get paid. And what Deacon Mitchell did, he's shooting himself in his own foot because negotiations starting shortly. So I am awaiting to see Daisy Hazard, Brian Grimes, and all the other big guns. How are they going to handle it? How are they going to handle it? So that's my contribution, Mastercard.
All right, take care.
All right.
So as we on the point of Daisy Hazard and Brian Grimes, there is this this thing people forwarding about Daisy Hazard had some conversation with Callistra Faria.
Where is it?
Miss Callistra Faria. I don't interested in that.
Oh, you're interested in that. Okay.
Because all what Daisy and them saying, we see that on Real FM already. Somebody come send this. I say, don't send this thing to me. Because when they had to act, and here how the thing is, Daisy saying how they had to go to the Minister of Labor or Labor Commission. And when the AG don't say the actions, she satisfied. So what you go in there and tell her? But then again, Daisy says she the rooting for Claudia time to win. So you see the monkey pants in?
Yeah, the conflict.
They got Brian Grimes, they write this set of things just before the election to sway people to vote against NNP. So when this thing at Brian and Daisy and saying it's papi show, they don't mean that. They're under pressure now. I collecting them people and them may go some of them money. I don't do nothing for them, but I also collect their money. And I come in and attack this cock and bull and men forward in this thing. I don't want to see that yet. Because all what Daisy Hazard and Brian Graham say no, in the parliament of Real FM, it was discussed.
Long time ago.
In the constituency of Grenlec, it was discussed. And then the people chose me as the spokesman because they just call me 3 a.m. in the morning and give me information. And the police say, don't mess up the police force after the 21st of November. Because they're planning to knife Tafa Wape and John Mitchell. And tell Vanny for me. My aunt and them say you come and lie for them for the death of my uncle. You tell them the funeral agency take out $500 to move body. You lie. The funeral agency, you lie. Hey, you say they shoot my uncle in the knee. You lie. The autopsy say the bullet enter his waist and bust out in the ground. Hey. You go and lie for my aunt and them Vanny. But you're willing power now. And I was asking what Master Carl saying. Are you ready to talk yet? What Master Carl saying? Because you go in by my aunt in Ford and you tell her, my uncle got shot in the knee. The autopsy said the bullet enter his waist and bust out in the ground. A man needle near his waist. You lie. And you tell them how hard we say if they have to move the body to another agency, it's $500. a lady call and ride along and who represent after say you lie.
Jesus Christ.
He coming to all you. Have friends and relatives in the RGPF. However, the information I have given about the whole incident happen. An incident happen, don't worry. You go know.
They kill the man.
Because Vani Cohen go by my aunt in the presence of my sister and my cousins and my uncle. And you tell them the incident happened and man get shooting in foot. But Topsy saying bullet enter in waist and bust out in grind. So that was a lie.
That was a big lie.
You tell them how Artway say they had to pay 500 to remove it. Because they have you on tape, Evani. So you can't walk back down, eh? They tape you. And you want to tell people the chair is yours. And so on. Now you want to talk all kind of thing and do what I want and feel is all your time. 1,500 days so far. 1,500 days so far. So all I could do what I want, but not as long as I want to do it. I'm coming and talk this thing.
They lie.
Because we move from a king to a jamet in this country. And I'm opposing for making poor people children go. I'm opposing making the groundsman go. What crime has the groundsman in Grenada committed against the National Democratic Congress? And the caller calling about just before Christmas, they dock teachers pay for not working. So just before Christmas, why are you making them go for? I want the woman to go and open the business. I want them to resort to nefarious and illegal means to survive. And you're talking about the government has an obligation to fight for workers. You forgetting you say that on NDC heartbeat? You forgetting you say that? Or the government has an obligation to fight for workers, but you're making workers go. And you feel it so. So you're doing them before they do you. Set up yourself for one term as usual. 1,500 days, the people go speak again. And it might be before that. So I'm calling on the AG. What is the state of the investigation with Vani Cohen and they like to talk about incident and the incident in Victoria?
With the firearm.
I don't even say with the firearm, the incident in Victoria, the people want to know. Because you can't have people willing power what under the microscope. And I will come in and talk all kind of cock and bull and nonsense to people. And you go and lie for my aunt and them about what happened. And people debunking what you say and making all kind of things. So I'm back to Brian Grabs and Daisy Hazard. But it's a good thing to see I grow a little quote-unquote balls. And I start to talk. But I know it's hot in all you. Because I influence people to vote against NNP. So I know it's hot in all you. When Dr. Mitchell call all you the unions to sit down and speak about the 1958 reinstated laws, all you say the matter is a constitutional matter. And to remedy any part of the Constitution, all you know is referendum and 2/3 majority. But all they want to go and sit down and talk. No. But everybody had a constitutional right as it relates to pension and the 1958 laws. When I had the chance to do true and real pension reform, all you say, all you sticking to the 25% gratuity. So now you come back to bite all you up the backside. All you making all kind of shenanigans and papi show. So I don't want nobody send this clip for me Daisy Hazard and them. Because we won that a very long time ago. Whilst there was rooting for the AG and them to win, I was warning the people of Grenada that these drivers don't get license yet. and they cannot drive. Youthful inexperience, arrogance, and lack of institutional knowledge. I was telling the people, I say pregnancy and character is the same thing. It cannot be hidden. They didn't listen. And Brian and Daisy and them telling people, and the one in the teachers union, they on Lord Hill are saying NNP must go. And now all they want to come and talk. When they say come and talk, all they say is a constitutional matter. All they can go and discuss it, and now all they talking our thing now. It still remains a constitutional matter. And all you know to interfere with it, 2/3 majority and referendum. And all you claim to fame is voting no to referendum and to see how all you go get out of that one. So you come and try to bullshit the public and pretending that you care. You don't care. I just trying a shot to continue to pappy show the Grenadian public. I don't care about no workers, nobody. Because the only government in Grenada is to ensure that workers get increase in salaries and benefits and conditions. I tell people to vote against them. I admit I was rooting in all the writings, Brian Grimes et al. What I wrote for people to read was to influence them to vote against NNP. So don't come now with this cock and bull. Don't come now with this nanny tete and making people feel I don't care about nobody but I yourself. So anybody who intend to send this nonsense with Daisy and them for me, don't send it for me.
Yeah, whole lot.
Because we've been saying that a very long time. And once you were saying that Daisy and them did not agree, there was routine and encouraging people to vote against NNP. So now they come in and talk about that. I come in and talk about anything in Karikou and the PS in Karikou. He right not to want to talk with all you because I empower and embolden him. He damn right not to want to talk to all you. And when he are meeting with all you, pack down to all you and lecture all you and then walk out. He right. All you would give him that power. And now all you crying like all your mother dead. And I playing I love Grenada. Lie! I don't like no worker in Grenada. Because if a government what took care of workers and caused the treasury to be pregnant when your friends get there, and you advise the Grenadian public not to support them, how now you could come and tell them like them? How could we believe you, Brian and Daisy, and I throwing dust in people like? I just wake up. I realize I choose Barabbas over Christ. I realize I was like the serpent in the Garden of Eden. So now I'm trying to talk pappy show. So don't send this stupidness for me. And NNP people have to get away from these people and they don't care about NNP people. They want the sympathy of people now. And sympathy is a sin. And sinners go to hell. No sympathy from me. And I am talking about sacrifice and come together and build country. When I destroy the moral and psychological fabric of this country. And now they want to come and talk this thing and people believe I mean well, look at what they say. I am just trying to fool people. But I don't fool him.
By the stroke of a pen.
And here on Real FM, we will not allow Brian and Daisy to fool the people. All you're thinking out now. Yeah, the PS in Karikou, you right to treat all you so. And I also say, throw pee on people and kiki and make the pee still and I laughing kiki. No, the cows come home. The cows come home now. So now, all you squealing, all you get the shot ball now, all you ducking. Okay, there you take the call.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You have 2 minutes.
Cousin Carl.
Yeah.
What do you pressure this?
My pressure is raising. These people can raise me pressure.
Right. Well, I listen, but I just want to make sure you pressure.
No, man, these people are just selling the Grenadian people the games they playing with people.
Well, you just speak, talk.
The games they playing with the Grenadian public, they playing, they care. Lie.
Go ahead.
You don't care about nobody but yourself.
I know that.
Because the friendly AG says she don't see no problem in making the people in Carriacou go. But they're trying to come and tell the Green and public they want to go and have a meeting or the workers in Carriacou. All Papi show subterfuge. And all you have this thing posting and saying in all about. These people don't mean nothing. And what they say now was being said in the Parliament of Real FM years ago. We warn the people that youthful arrogance, inexperience, and lack of institutional knowledge. Bernard could say that would mash up the revolution. So he could mash up this government, and we're seeing it now. They say persuade are next. They say if the man gets a chance, he want to shuffle cabinet already, but it's shame. Because he give her $2,000 extra, and it's shame to shuffle it. So I am venting all the frustration on poor people, children, by making them go. So when people ask why I do not, I do not. I am venting all the frustration on poor people, children. And I come and talk out, okay, and tell me about DC and them. They'll say nothing. Nothing they're saying. What they're saying, it's better they just go by the road and spit. So don't send this stupidness on them for me. Because she admits you as rooting for Claudette and them. So now you get what you want. Be careful for what you ask for. You might just get it. All people say that. Gates is not a perfect man.
No.
I have my flaws, my skeleton in the cupboard. However, I see it as I see it. So they could come for me. I said it. Come for me now. I say it. I never try to force myself on no journalist in England. I have to come and beg pardon. So if I want to come for me, come. And talk out my louvers and my step. Come. But I never try to force myself on nobody and have to beg pardon. Folks, thanks for listening to me. Have a blessed day and we'll reconvene Parliament. Parliament is adjourned to Friday.
Adjourned till Friday.
As I tell them, Gates, the country is my constituency. Real FM is my parliament.
Yeah.
And the people choose me as the spokesman. I the speaker of the house and still leader of government business. Have a blessed day, folks.
Feel bad.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.